All right, guys, how you doing this morning? Coach Michael Burt. I'm on what's called a buffer day, and a buffer day is a backstage day where you're in the office. You may be wearing comfortable clothes, but it's a day where you're planning, you're in preparation, you are not front stage, so you're not out there beating the drum, you're not out there getting customers, but you're actually planning and preparing. So what I want to talk to you about today is a workshop I'm doing tomorrow. It's kind of a spinoff of my book, Person of Interest: How to Become the Person Other People Want a Piece of and Cannot Live Without. I'm doing a workshop tomorrow called Famous in Your Hometown. How do you become famous in your hometown? Because I had a coach once that taught me, own the backyard before you dominate the whole yard. So how do you create a presence in your local market where people know who you are? You're actually famous. And where you go, and the concept of being a person of interest is where more people know you than you know them. And you start in your hometown. And so in this workshop tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the difference between brand awareness, I know who you are, and brand insistence. I know you, but I'm not using you. Okay, I'm going to be talking about famous for what? Most people become famous or infamous, and the term famous really just means known about by many people. Known about by many people, okay? You are renowned. You're celebrated, okay? So you got to start asking this question. Here's some things I'm going to talk about in the workshop, Famous in Your Hometown, tomorrow. Number one, if you want to cheapen anything, just make it common. If you want to cheapen anything, just make it common. People do not talk about common, ordinary, boring, disinteresting things. Okay? If you want to cheapen anything, just make it common. If you want to really become famous in your hometown, then you have to create rare, valuable, different, interesting things. So let me give you 3 places you can go to work. Number one, you create uncommon marketing that people talk about. First place you go, you create uncommon marketing. Because what we're trying to do is elevate our status. We're trying to build our brand. So in my hometown, I use graffiti ads in restrooms at high-end places to articulate. We're starting to put out signs this weekend all over town that says everybody needs a coach in life. I have a bus with my picture on it. I write an article in the local newspaper every single week. I do all kinds of showcase events, and these are ways that I become famous in my town. Okay? Because the first question I'm going to ask you is, what are you famous for? And people don't talk about cheap, common, boring, disinteresting things. Okay? So the first place you go to work is in your marketing. Are you creating unique marketing that captures people's attention? Second place is in the actual experience. Just yesterday, I booked a trip to see Tony Robbins in Los Angeles because I want to go experience, walk on fire, walk on coals, do the whole deal with Tony Robbins, and because he has created an experience that people will pay for. Good morning, Cammie Dempsey. Good to see you out there, girl. Now, so when you think about it, the second place to create a differential advantage or become famous is in your experience. Have you created a boring, common experience? Okay? Love to see all the people. Hello from Texas. Hello from Montana. Good morning to you out there. Good morning. Hey, everybody's in a happy mood today, man. All right, so we're talking how to be famous in your hometown, okay? Tampa, how to be famous in your hometown. I've got Puerto Rico on there. Wisconsin, okay? Awesome. Now, what we're talking about today is how do you become famous in your hometown? First place is in your marketing. Number 2 is in the experience. You create an experience that other people are constantly chattering about. They're talking about. They're running around town telling everybody about. You cannot believe the experience that I went through, okay? And number 3, you got to create an uncommon relationship factor. That means you are getting in the boat with people and other people are talking about you in other ways. So we're talking how to become famous in your hometown. Number 1, what are you famous for? Have you created anything that's infamous or famous? Famous, renowned, known, celebrated, okay? I'm also going to talk about in the workshop, famous in your hometown, Okay? How do you drive up your famous meter? By design. How do you drive up your famous meter by design? Okay, I'm going to give you 5 ways. Number 1, content. You have something to say that is valuable to either the masses or to the individual or to a niche. You have something to say that is either valuable, okay, to the masses or to the niches, okay? On my way to my hometown, Woodbury. Josh Castile. That's awesome, brother. Tell everybody I said hello. Famous in your hometown is what we're talking about. Number 1, you got great content. Number 2, you got a great delivery. How much? How far? How often? How much frequency are you going to shove stuff out to the market so that there's quantity over quality? This is a big mistake a lot of people make. Big mistake people make, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. Mistake, man. You want quantity first, and your quality will come through, okay? Your quality will come through. Brock Hamrick's follow me, at Brock Hamrick, okay? So we got number 1, content. Number 2, delivery. How hard, how fast, how much? And I would tell you, take it all the way, man. Take it to the point where other people say, man, you're over the top. You're not trying to attract the people that are detracting from you. Number 3, position. Do you have a clear position in the market that other people can identify with? For example, mine is everybody needs a coach in life. I believe a good coach can change your life. That's my position. Where do I share it? Facebook, social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Vine, Instagram, videos, Periscope, Meerkat, my weekly show, Super Coach, Burt Network. I'm just pushing my concept out to the market as many times as I can. So we got 1, content. You got something valuable to say to either a niche or to the masses. Number 2, you got unbelievable delivery. How hard, how fast, how much. Number 3, you got a clear position in the market people can identify with. Number 4, you got great packaging. Yesterday I was talking to one of the largest firms in the world, and they were giving me some pointers about packaging. They said, man, you got to continue to enhance your packaging, and that is, don't have $1 million brand and $15 packaging. Don't have $1 million brand and have $15 packaging, man. You got to get your brand image consistent. You got to go big or you got to go home, right? Now, number 5, feeder systems. And for all the people that are on Cammie's team, this is real important. Feeder systems are multiplier relationships. Multiplier relationships are people who can take and amplify or multiply your business. And they're out there pushing and shoving and telling other people exactly who you are and exactly why you're famous. Okay, so we're talking how to be famous in your hometown. Okay, and if you know some ways that I try to do that in my hometown is elevate my presence. And I do that through a number of different marketing mechanisms, but I also do it by consistency. Every day I'm sharing content. I keep coming back to home base. We've got multiple delivery mechanisms. We're really out there trying to get our message out, because here's the deal, and I'll end on this one. I can know who you are, but that does not mean I know what you do or why you matter. It's up to you to continually beat the drum and articulate to people out there who you are, what you do, and why you matter to them. And here's the big one, how you can solve their problem better than anybody else. I'm Coach Michael Burt. Appreciate all of the people. Looks like we had 160 people on here. Thank you for all the people out there. How does one go about branding himself? That's a question I've got right here. Real simple. Number 1, got to have a clear position. Mine's everybody needs a coach in life. Number 2, you got to have a great delivery mechanism. Number 3, you got to share it over and over and over consistently. Number 4, you got to package yourself up so that other people see you as an expert. And you got to push that message out till you become famous in your hometown. Okay? Thank you guys for all the people. Give me the hearts. Love you. Have a great day out there. Everybody needs a coach in life. Come on back next time for Periscope. At Michael Burt. See you guys.